Welcome
We are
back.
back, y'all. Milk and cookies.
Yes.
And we're home.
Say it again.
We are home.
Oh my gosh.
How y'all doing?
How are y'all?
Yeah, we have to bring it on back.
We have to. Y'all see me with my look because I'm like,
No shade, no tea. But this is where I'm supposed to be.
okay.
I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
love that. No
Okay.
shade, no tea, but baby, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Right here in the land.
In the land.
In the land. With the master plan.
You are so
Hollywood.
stupid.
What? Cheers to that, right?
Yes,
Friend.
friend. Ooh, them nails.
I mean,
You know, she's on a lot and a little and a lot and a little.
You know how I does it.
I love those.
Shout out to my nail tech, my sister,
Beautiful.
at Brianna Nailed It on Instagram.
This is tasting right.
Refreshing.
Very.
Friend, we are back in the land, Milk and Cookies.
I know.
Set through that 3-hour traffic. Per usual,
but it was so worth it.
It is.
It's so worth it.
It is. And may I say, you are looking mighty lovely over there, Milk. It's looking like you got a touch of Nutella in that milk over there.
Ew. You know, it's okay. You know, I see you over there.
I mean, I was just trying to match your energy.
Child,
and look,
well,
we did not plan this color scheme
because I wanted to come Easter egg. I had a cute little number,
cute little rainbow, like tie dye, like dyed egg.
Yes,
it was giving.
that's what exactly. But then
giving.
it was also giving side boob.
I mean,
listen, it was giving side boob.
I've been serving a lot of side boob lately, and I'm for the side boob movement.
I'm for the side boob movement, but not for my followers, because I don't want them to be like, we was trying to really understand the show, but
all I could see
was Shasta's
side boob.
Side boob, you know. And anytime I think of side boob, I think of that episode of Family Guy where he kept what's his name? I forget his name. Peter, yes, girl.
And the leotard.
He kept like posting random parts of his body, and he was like side boob, and it was not a titty, it was his side boob. So I don't know. And AP, I love him. He's so patient with me because I tried on 5 things, and then this was the second thing I had on. And then I took them all off, and then ended up putting this back on. And at that point,
I've had those.
He was just like, "Let's go."
Like, we don't have any more time.
Yes,
darling.
Wait, and I get a message from Mari. She's like, 45 minutes away.
Route.
Just not feeling myself the whole way. You know how it goes.
Well, you look absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Whatever it is that you was going through, you damn sure pulled it together, mommy.
Child.
Okay, honey. Cause she thick.
I don't even want, girl.
You hold on to that cup. Come on, let's take a sip.
Let's take a sip. Girl. I don't even know what to say, y'all, because Lord knows I used to ask to be thick, and now that I'm here, I'm like, take it away.
And they say
take it away.
You know, the mouth is very powerful. You definitely speak things into existence, and baby, it's skipping.
I shouldn't have spoke that, but that's a different story from a different time.
Let's get into this week, friend. What is going on?
Well, first of all, it's motherfucking week 8, episode 8 of the Milk and Cookies podcast. Child.
Oh my God, you guys.
I love it.
I am so in love. I can't even like deny it. I'm happy to be home in the land. Episode 8. We hope that you guys are feeling and enjoying it. And from what I hear, we got quite a response from last week's episode.
Well, yeah, you got a lot of feedback because you were so
candid.
Yeah, you took the word right out of my mouth. Honest, flat out honest. And later in the show, I'm gonna ask a question that was asked of me to ask her, and I told her that I didn't even want to ask her.
I don't even know
earlier. I was like,
I
really want you to be, I wanted your response to be ultimately organic and as truthful as it could be, But that's later in the show. This week, y'all
was going crazy this week.
It's been crazy. The first thing,
Get into it.
The sex cult in Atlanta with the dude. I just really discovered who Nature Boy was.
I did too. I literally was doing my research as like the thing. It was because it's super trending. Super trending. So I'm like, who is Nature Boy? And how does he have this sex cult that the FBI done broke down the damn dough, child? And it looked like he was on like a live with like a tagged type of live where they, they send gifts and stuff, and
it
that
was
turns
called
into money.
like, it wasn't tagged though. It was like, AP, what was it called? BOGO?
Oh yeah, that's
Bigo.
the new thing.
Bigo.
I need to
Girl, okay. It was called Bigo. And
Yeah.
child,
Feds came through, child.
so I'm looking. It's been crazy. This weekend been really crazy for me, and I was just like, AP was showing me different YouTubers that
And their reaction to.
Oh. Did you see? Wait, don't worry. Zach gonna put in. Zach, you right here, right now. You gotta put in the video
so they understand.
So
what's
they
happening.
understand when he was dancing in the rain.
He said,
Wait, friend, did you see what he was like?
Y'all, he was in the ballroom, child.
Girl,
and the category is.
Wait, hold on, wait, y'all. The females of the cult, so it's male members of the cult, and then it's female members of this cult, and he's been kicked out of like numerous countries. He's been kicked out of Panama. He's been kicked out of Hawaii, not the state. The state.
Nature Boy?
Yes, like he's traveled all over the world trying to pretty much, do his own thing with, get his Waco on. And I don't know if y'all familiar with Waco, but they had a shootout in like the early 90s with the Texas police. Waco is like Waco, Texas is like really known for cults. But theirs wasn't a sex cult, even though he was doing some sexual stuff with the members. But his was like more of a religion-based cult.
Okay.
Same kind of dynamic.
Yeah, because what I was gathering from things that I was, little bits and pieces that I was getting was like first he was like super religious, and then it was like he was a pimp, and then like now he's divine femininity.
I didn't know what I still don't know what that meant, but
it's deep. I mean, from what I gather, that's we're really deep into the wokeness of it all. But
I don't want my man had nothing divine and feminine about him, not an ounce, sir.
Nothing.
I need you to be masculine as
please,
fuck, okay?
Please, and that's for me,
and that's my tea.
I'm speaking for what I like.
That's my tea,
and that's that. So, but like, I was just like, okay, this man is a fool, and anybody that is following him is an absolute fool. Are you serious?
Well, you know what? He was going after like poverty-stricken young girls and like probably like troubled LGBTQ. And when I mean troubled, I don't mean them personally troubled. I mean financially troubled. So maybe disowned from their family, homeless, things like that.
They would like devote their life to him.
Exactly. They had the aroma of desperation. And desperation doesn't necessarily mean, to me, when you're desperate, the wrong people smell that.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of aroma, was like the musty thing like a requirement? Because
he done.
I kept seeing a bunch of reports about mustiness.
Funky Comedina.
Like they don't shower and stuff?
No, he wasn't allowing them. Like they couldn't put on deodorant or nothing. And I don't think they could like brush their teeth. And I'm pretty sure they didn't use hot water. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's that.
But they was all
humping around. Girl, wait, you should have seen the video I seen when he was sitting there like talking about telling these men to rub his feet. And he was like, yeah, y'all probably laughing at me right now, but yeah, get that corner toe. Child, this when I tell you, and then I seen another video where he was with I'm serious. It was another video. He was with a big YouTuber named Sonetta. Sonetta is like he's real popular in the African culture movement
Right,
of
right.
YouTube, right?
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
Sonetta is a real,
With like Young Pharaoh and all of them.
yes, before Young Pharaoh lost his marbles. So
'Cause
going,
he was going crazy in
go,
2020. But we
girl,
ain't gonna get into that.
going back. So Sonetta and the other young woman, I can't remember her name, but they did an interview with him, and I bullshit you not, the first 20 minutes was like an intro to the California Love video. They was sitting there walking down, shaka 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 shaka, and then they had their hands over their eyes. It was crazy, and it was like for 20 minutes. It was so long. I was like, I can't watch this shit. What is he doing?
Right.
And then he was talking. He was talking about he birthed the nation, and everybody came from him. I don't know what happened. Then he went to a pimp. It was crazy.
That's my whole thing.
It was
Okay,
crazy.
so how are
He
you
was
a god?
16. He was
How are you a god
a pimp
and a pimp?
and the devil? Don't forget, he was a
And
god,
on
a
demon
pimp,
time,
and on
because that was the last declaration with this new crazy video that just came out, because she sent me this video, y'all, and I said, friend, what
shit
the
was
hell
so funny.
did I just watch? I was so confused. The man is in the rain. He has a ski mask on. It's these random 3 guys behind him, and they're just like mimicking him moving. And when he got down into the splits, baby,
For me, it was
I said, I can't even.
For me, it was the handstand booty pop.
No, it was definitely the slide.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I said, oh, I'm done.
I was like, oh, okay. You give me real 80s vibes.
Now, what's so funny? I think it was a YouTuber that I was watching that you sent me. I think his name Sin. I don't want to say it wrong, but there was I watched his video. There was some things that I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh,
but
he had me cracking.
He had me cracking up, and he was just like, but the main point that he was trying to show was like how he was acting, all like, I'm God and I'm this, and telling him, get the fuck back, bitch. Like, I told you to do that, bitch. And like making them slap each other. Guys, they were slapping. He would like slap her. And then the bitch would get up and slap the bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, see how he was acting at first, and he's filming all this, and he God, and he this, and he that. And then fast forward to the video of him in jail on the phone with his little, with the threes or whatever the hell.
Oh, Three God. Three God.
With the little minions that he had. They on the phone, and his tone is completely different.
That's because,
I mean, even when the feds came busting through that door, that 3 God turned down real quick.
He said there's a baby in here.
Yeah.
There's a baby.
He said there's a baby in here. We have no weapons. But just 5 minutes before that, it was like, bitch, shut the fuck down. Do what I said. Like,
girl, he about to be tossing some salads tonight, and I don't mean.
Let me tell
Caesar.
you something. They finna stick it to him. They gonna stick it to him real good.
Cause there was a part of the video where it was a dude, a guy named Polygod that was messing with another guy. In that video, I can't even repeat because I don't want to gross out. I don't want to it was not gross out. That's the wrong word phrasing, but it was just so explicit. Like, he was just like, he's taking me every night, and are you on my man? And yes, I was just like,
and it was on like one of those apps, like where they can gift
BOGO
you
or whatever.
Yeah, they can gift you or whatever, and then those gifts turn into money. But then the dude started hitting on him and was like, well, I would slip you up and I was like,
Did you hear him when he was like, oh no, I don't, and this is what pissed me off. This is what pissed me off.
Go ahead. I know where you're
going.
going.
He gonna sit here and say that he like gay is so disgusting. He's not gay, but he's
not gay because he's a top.
Because he's a top, but he's not gay. I'm like, sir, that's
if
gay.
If you're doing anything sexual with a
male in your butt,
same sex,
it's
gay.
It's gay. It's giving gay.
It's gay.
And
I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Like,
and that's okay.
But don't sit there. But don't sit there and try to act like
and be like,
I would never like gay is so beneath
gay.
you.
I'm a god.
No, you would.
And a pimp,
girl.
And on demon time,
girl.
And you stupid assholes is following along with your stupid self.
Calling them all, girl. Him and Jasmine, what's her name? Him and what's her name? Damn it, I cannot think of her name.
I don't know
Cabaret. Cabaret. What's Cabaret name? I'm gonna just call her Cabaret.
Yeah, whatever. She know. Y'all know.
You know what I'm
Y'all
talking
figure it
about.
out.
I can't think of her name for the life of me. I can't think of her name. But Puerto Rican Princess. They should do a show together. Jocelyn Hernandez and Nature Boy should do a show together because y'all motherfuckers is wild and crazy. Y'all over here. Yeah, I'm sorry.
They
Jocelyn.
think they pimp is so
y'all
strong.
over here, what? They giving niggas, they giving men out here 30, 40 life sentences for using that P word.
Pimping and pandering, baby.
And you want to sit there
Absolutely.
and yo pimp and strong like.
And don't let it be nobody on the brink like 17, 18. They fucking your shit.
You're going away.
Ain't no, I didn't know. Ain't none of that.
None of that.
None of that.
But
child endangerment, all that. They finna stack that.
I just couldn't get over like when they girls was licking the window when they was dancing outside.
It had me cracking up talking about it ain't nothing but hot breath. It's the spirit. It's the spirit of fakey ass spirit.
Hey, AP be watching him. That shit at me dying.
He is a mess. He is a mess. But he made a lot of sense, especially when he was showing some of those older videos. I guess whatever the girl who went back into the circle and ended up going to the feds. He showed how she was on like another video with another P or whatever the case may be, and the P was like clowning old boy like, I took your bitch or whatever, and he was like, this girl's not a victim. So like everybody that keep being like, oh my God, it's about time like that she went to the feds, and he's like, this girl ain't no victim. She know exactly what she doing. She didn't get her fucking way and she wanted attention, and so now she went to the extreme because she wanted to be there.
I don't know. I don't even see how you go days without bathing. I just couldn't get over that.
That's where you lose me.
Yeah,
you lose me right there. And then we humping.
Oh my God! Wait, he got kicked off the plane because he was a funky Comedina.
He got kicked off because he was that funky.
Because he was that.
Now that's nasty.
I just was like,
now that's nasty. And the first thing he want to say is suck my dick.
Oh my God! You know that? Oh my God! That dick probably smelled like an Arco bathroom. In Vegas.
Parmesan Romano.
And ranch that's been in the car.
Ooh, child. Ooh.
Open. Just
nasty. Y'all nasty.
I'm
sorry.
Nature Boy, good luck, brother.
Yeah, because it's not looking good for you, bro.
Between Nature Boy and crazy ass Cash Out, what the fuck? What is going on with y'all? Like, y'all crazy.
It's a lot of craziness going on.
It's a lot of craziness going
like,
on.
For real. It really is. It really baffles me. Like, I really be like, is this, like, are we really
I just be thinking I'm boring.
Living this?
I be like, I'm boring in the motherfucker because I ain't doing none of that.
Are we really living this? And these new kids, they don't get it because we lived in a time that was much more simpler.
Yeah, and, I agree.
And you know what's so funny? I had a conversation with an older white man, while I was in Vegas because I surprised my 15-year-old with the BTS concert. Yo, yes,
Little Nyla, happy birthday, mama.
Yeah. You know, my family, we got together, we made that happen for her. So I was in Vegas for that. And I was having cocktails with a certain gentleman, and he was like a computer like whiz geek, whatever. He's top notch, like he's doing shit in technology, big shit in technology. And you know what he said to me? He said, it's almost scary because we're getting to a place where the technology can act and think on its own.
Ooh. Well, no offense, because
that's scary.
Some of the things we be doing, I be wanting to say, well, humans don't think of their own, because child,
they don't. So imagine an intelligent robot being eons more intelligent than the human brain can really comprehend.
Wait, hold on, no. But back to Nature Boy really quick, because there was one thing I gotta say that I was amazed by. He was breaking the niggas and the bitches. When he was like, how much, girl, when they was rubbing his feet, he was like, how much you done gave me? Come here. How much you done gave me? He was like 30 bands. He was like, how much you done gave me? He was like on their knees though. They was on their knees. Yes. Like 20 bands. Yes. I was sitting there like, oh, he going hard on the hoe.
Now,
both
you know what?
Of them.
Now, you know what? And it's so funny that you mentioned that because when I was watching the video that you sent me that Sin was doing, he mentioned like towards the end, it was a little white boy that had joined the little cult or whatever. And he was like, now here's where you fucked up. Now they gonna let you play with these niggas out here, because in real life they don't give a fuck. Let's keep it a buck. He's a huge YouTube star. How's he been able to do this for so long?
Yes, that's what
y'all been watching him do this for so long. But soon as it's one little white boy up in here and he worshiping and saying that the black man is God,
it was all
the fans came picking through that motherfucker real quick. No, you won't do this.
Well, I don't think,
sir.
I don't know if he just got to Atlanta, because from what AP was telling me, he had been traveling. He had been doing a lot of his craziness. He's been doing it overseas. So he's been doing it, like I said, in Panama. What's the other country he did it in? Honduras and Costa Rica. So Honduras, Costa Rica, Panama, and they still kicked him out the States too, because he had got kicked out of Hawaii. I'm figuring they smelled him from they was smelling him. So they was like, you and the funky Comedinas and the funky Comettes, y'all gotta go.
How can you follow someone that says that they're a god, but they're not cleanly? That's already contradicting the word, because to be cleanliness is to be closer to God, right?
Yeah.
Make
desperation is the aroma, and they clearly had it. When you're poverty stricken, you are, you're trying to get closer to something, you're longing for something mixed with lust.
I'm sorry, Shasta.
Mixed with lust. No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
And I'm not like, oh, let me go be in a club with some stanky ass fools.
Because you still have your sense. You're not disconnected from this. You're not disconnected from the mind. And
clearly,
and
these people are disconnected.
And they were kids. Like a lot of the videos I was seeing, they all looked relatively very young.
I feel like it's a lot of drugs and things going on.
Do you like drugs?
Yeah, yeah.
Nature Boy, we could do a whole hour on you.
Little segment, because you guys, I just scratched the surface.
Me too.
With what I saw.
I went deep diving because I watched Sinful's video too, and I was laughing. That video had me cracking up. He called them backup dancers. He had me rolling. It was hilarious. But moving right along.
Woo.
Guess what time it is, guys?
Look at the week.
Yes.
Look at a week. Look at a week. Okay, y'all. So we missed Look of the Week last week, y'all. But
it was you.
It was
you was serving in that purple dress.
It was me.
And I got a bomb photo.
Yeah. Yes, that slow-mo video was absolutely lit.
That's me.
I really felt like a bad bitch looking back at that. I was like, oh, that's me.
I do that. I give off that vibe.
Fran did that. She did that. You gotta have the friends to get the right angles.
Right. I can't stand a female that don't.
Bitch,
if you don't get on that ground and take a picture of a good one of me.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah,
don't do me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You take Ray. Don't get mad. But Marty take better pictures than photographers.
But what I'm saying is, these girls be knowing what they doing when they be getting those bad angles. Like they
girl,
be
you a hating asshole.
You low key hating her. Like
don't
you
post no bad photo of me. You don't want to
see me thrive, but that's okay, because I'm still gonna thrive, because what's meant for me is meant for me.
Okay,
that part. Anyways, so Look of the Week, y'all. This week is gonna go to none other than Teyana Taylor and her beautiful family.
It was such a beautiful photo. It was such a beautiful shoot.
My God, on the cover, Ebony.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Absolutely.
The melanin.
The skin, the hair.
The skin tones, the hair, the
love.
The love. Oh.
They got their two beautiful little girls.
Miss Junie and Miss Rose. Oh my God. This
beautiful.
Is like literally... I mean, if you look like up Black love in the dictionary, I feel like this is what
the family photo.
It's boom right there.
That's the photo
that's Black love.
I love it.
Right,
they looked beautiful. They looked beautiful.
Oh my God.
But Teyana always looks amazing.
Absolutely stunning.
Such an amazing writer, singer, dancer.
Never disappoints.
Actress.
Never disappoints. Do you hear me?
Love her. Love her and her husband. Her husband has tried. He a little thespian too, because he does his music thing. And he's done his acting thing. I just love them. Their energy.
Sponsorships and stuff.
Yeah, they're a dope couple. They are a dope couple.
They be doing they thug. I love it. And I love it because Tay's like a jack of all trades as well. And I'm like that too, like where I like to dabble in everything: modeling, acting, singing, podcast co-host, you know. So I love that about her, like that she's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump into everything because I'm multifaceted and I can do that.
know. When she was talking about retirement, I was like,
Sick,
no, don't do
sick,
that.
because
I love you
that
music.
voice,
And her
that
energy,
voice,
like I really, man, her energy. Like when I've watched her, like I've watched some of the footage from her concerts.
oh,
She's dancing, she's
mm-hmm,
twirling, she's flipping,
because she really loves what she's doing.
yeah, she's not half stepping.
It's not like a trend. It's not a trend to her. It's not because she wants to be cute. It's because like this is really what she loves to do.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love people. I love if I pay you money for something and you go above and beyond what I expected, I'm coming back, baby.
That's part.
I'm coming
that
back.
part right there. So look of the week goes out to you guys and your beautiful family.
Beautiful,
yes,
beautiful
I mean,
family.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
Girl.
Okay.
I love look of the week.
Okay.
I love look of the week.
Okay.
So, okay. So the next topic. So
Woo.
y'all probably done seen this video floating around with light skinned Keisha. Zach, go ahead and drop that video. So ladies. So this is specifically for the ladies.
Right.
We all, okay, when your man calls and he's like, baby, come, you know, if you're out with your girls and you're having a good time, how do you feel? Do you leave? Do you immediately leave and that's what it is? Or do you, like, what do you think? Like, or what are your thoughts on that friend, on that type of friend? That's the question I want to know. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
What are my thoughts on that type of friend that does that?
Yes. And do you agree with the situation? Are you, how do you feel?
For me, I think it's situational. Like if it's like something important or like an emergency and like he needs you, then like, yeah, like go be with your man. But for me, like I'm a grown woman, so when I'm going out with my girls, like this is something that I've planned because I ultimately work, you know what I mean, a lot. So this is something I've already planned to do. I'm going out, so my man definitely knows what's going on, and there's no reason why you should be like throwing salt on, because I feel like that's throwing salt on me. Like you want me to just come home to you because I'm finally getting to go out with my girls, and then you're like, babe, come home. And it's like, I don't know, for me it's situational, because I mean I've had those moments where my man called me and was like, babe, like I got this I got something waiting for you, you know what I mean, at the door. And I'll be like, sis, I gotta go. So for me, I feel like it's situational. But if every time we're out and then your man calls you and then you're just like dipping on us, I don't agree with that. Absolutely not. I don't like that.
Okay. Because I'm actually, you know, I am in a relationship and AP don't call at all. Not to say it like that, but I don't know. I just think I think you have to maintain relationships.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So do what you need to do.
So do what you need to do to maintain relationships.
Your relationship.
If, you know, if it's a one-off and your man, you know, he's calling you and he wants you to come, you know, that's one thing. Yeah. You know, I as a friend, if you were to be like, oh, so, you know, my man's calling, I'm about to get up out of here, I'd be like, okay, cool, no big deal. You know, but if it was like all the time, anytime we plan stuff, you always had to leave because of him,
that starts to become funny and weird.
You're not maintaining our friendship.
Right.
And because there are certain things as a woman you're going to go through in life where you're going to need your sisterhood.
Absolutely.
You're going to need your sisterhood.
Absolutely.
So for you to forget that, and then what I was thinking about, because you actually sent me the video.
I sent you this and I said we should talk about this topic.
And communications, and one of my communication courses in college, they talk about relationships and they talk about merging identities. When you and your significant other merge your identity, meaning you don't see one without the other, everything you do, that is the pinnacle of the relationship. That is the top that it will get to, right?
Right.
And if you're at the top, where else can you go? You have to have a balance. Your significant other should be having an identity outside of you.
Right.
And saying
and vice
to you.
Versa.
And I say that to say, not even if like, you know, he cheats on you, because I don't like to think like that, but God forbid something happens to him and he's no longer on this earth.
Right. Right.
What do you do?
Right.
So
You're
I
gonna
said
be
you
like stuck,
you're gonna be stuck.
and vice versa.
Exactly. So you gotta life,
Mhm.
unfortunately, and I think a woman that we have all witnessed in the public eye, Lauren London,
Mhm.
that is like the epitome of that, of what is life after something happens. I say that to say, like, as young women, don't get so caught up in just running off to your man. I know it feels good, but make sure you balance it out.
Yeah, it has to be a balance.
It has to be a balance.
It has to be a balance.
And she was like, I'm going to my
she
man.
said, period. 'Cause that's my man. And I felt her on that. Like,
did
that's my
too.
man. Like, if I'm going to my man, I'm going to my man because that's my man. That part I get. But I'm also a woman and I want to be with my friends because I'm not like, I'm not going out with, like, me personally. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not going out with like ratchet people and doing ratchet shit.
We're not twerking at the turkey
listen,
hut.
I might be. No,
I'm not.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not twerking.
But like in a fun way, like I'm not out trying to get attention
I need
and
like
pick
the
up on me.
red. I need like the red, like the thing that's like section us off.
Right.
Then I'm a twerk. But other
Because
than
I like to be sitting down
and looking fly.
Right, and looking fly. You know what I'm saying? I got to secure the legs.
you know,
You know what I
child,
mean?
And but this goes also too for men, because I'm like, when AP is out with his niggas and he doing his thing, I'm not bothering him. All I want to know, and he knows,
Is if you're safe.
Is if you're safe. As long as he's safe, I'm good. And you know, and I may call and check just because my man doesn't drink. He smokes. So if I know he's drinking, I'll call and be like, hey, are you good? Do you need a ride or anything like that? You know, but for the most part, like, go have fun.
Right. And that's what I was seeing a lot of the comments, like, go ahead, girl, but do you think that man gonna do that for you? If you call him, is he gonna leave his homies?
I mean,
to go with you?
I think you should enjoy yourself out the same way he should
He's
enjoy
gonna
his.
enjoy his time out. And that's what it is.
And then I wanted to say too, like, your homegirls ain't fun. Cause child, when I'm out with Mari or when I'm out with my cutie, like, I'm having a ball. When I'm out with my Mari, we are acting
silly.
Like
silly,
acting,
laughing, goofy,
right? Just being ourselves.
Child. And you need that. Like, you don't need to be up under your partner all day, every day.
I don't want to be up under my partner all day, every day.
And then if you don't trust your partner enough to allow them that space to have some time.
Oh, I can't stand females like that.
But that's what it be. It either be like that. If your man calling you every time you out with your friends, that's a trust issue. If your lady calling you every time you out with your friends, that's a trust issue.
Ugh, I can't stand those friends. I'm about to go on a stakeout. You coming with me? Girl, this is the 9th stakeout.
Stakeout? I haven't done a stakeout since I was like.
That's what I'm saying. Boo boo, no, I'm not doing that.
Like,
your car is not even comfortable. I don't want a stakeout. No. Either you gonna leave him. Do you really need to know he cheating?
Because you're gonna do the stakeout and then you're still going to be with him.
You go do your stakeout. I'm gonna be at home. Call me though if you need me.
And
friend.
you can vent
all day.
And debrief.
I would then debrief me, okay?
Yeah, because I mean, I ain't gonna front like I ain't did no stakeouts. The pull-up game was real strong. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But I just shout out to growth. I just don't get down like that.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't care that much.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I don't care that much.
I don't care that much. I'd rather get money.
If I feel like you cheating on me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm leaving you. If the relationship is not salvageable,
goodbye,
and I feel that it's not worth anything, goodbye, and I'm not being served here,
goodbye,
then I'm gonna go sit at another table.
Goodbye.
I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not want to waste my time. And then I don't know. I just think as you know, the longer you live on this earth, I'd be embarrassed. Like, that's like, I just be embarrassed. I can't even call nobody and be like, I'd be like, oh no, I'm just too ashamed. I'd rather talk about bills.
Like, you can't even say, because the definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect a different result.
Over and over.
So you can't keep calling me. And I believe I said this on one of our earlier episodes of Milk and Cookies. It's like, okay, if you're going to stay with your man after cheating, that's cool and all. That's great. But don't come calling me every time you find out he got a new bitch.
What was crazy to me, though,
was like, you already know what's up.
When I looked on the blogs, when she posted this and the blogs were sharing, it was so many men that were like,
wifey,
yes,
you got a bright future. I think Rick Ross said that. I was like, child.
And then I'm sorry, but none of the men that was encouraging the behavior, you guys aren't married. You guys haven't wifed anything. You guys have multiple baby mamas. You guys aren't the. I didn't see Russell Wilson commenting on that. I didn't see no. I didn't see the men that women aspire to have men like characteristics they want. I didn't see none of them. It was just men that were futures narcissists. Like I looked at the comments like, ugh.
Allegedly.
Sure. Sure. Anyways.
Allegedly.
Moving right along. Miss Light Skin Keisha, love you on power, baby.
Yes, girl.
Love
I mean, and listen,
self.
We're not trying to deter you from, if that's what you want to do, baby, please, by any means. If you want to go home to your man every time your man call and you want to, it's like, come here, baby.
Girl, go ahead, girl.
If that's what you want to do, live your life, baby girl. It's not for me.
It's not, because you're going to end up all by yourself. She going to sing it right. I'm going to just, that's, girl, you and your man. Okay. All right. Well, good luck, sis.
Yeah.
But humans are flawed. Remember that.
Yeah.
One day he will mess up.
That part right there.
But anyways, okay. So.
While we're on the subject, huh?
While we're on the, how did you know it was coming up next? How did you know? She's psychic, y'all. Okay. So in the spirit of running to your man, let me read the question just to make sure I ask it.
This question is from a viewer that we got from watching episode 7, which was our last episode, where we got on the issue of cheating and like some of our like stories of what we've been through, and I was very, very transparent.
It was, to be honest, it was awesome. It was so authentic. It was so real. We usually talk about very trending, topics, and we don't really touch upon things that we've actually
been through.
Yeah. We're private on that aspect.
Yeah.
So it was kind of...
Because you have to be, because people will literally take, the information that you give, twist it, turn it, and make it for whatever it is. And I mean, it is what it is. It's already out there. But, just to have people give feedback and ask questions, like, that means it resonated. And I'm okay with that. That's what I wanted.
You know what I call it? They abuse your truth.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
You're abusing my truth. You're beating it up. You're throwing it up against the wall. You're abusing my truth. But the question was, okay, so as you guys all know, we spoke about cheating, like she said, and Mari was very open and honest about her relationships and the struggles of infidelity. And the viewer asked, since you openly admitted that cheating has ran rampant in your love life, what are your trust issues like today?
Ooh. Honestly, my trust is limited. It's limited. I'm not going to say that going through these experiences haven't affected the way that I move and how I'm cautious about letting people into like my inner circle. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because to me, I feel like that's not a bad thing. I feel like the reason why I found myself in those situations is because I was too trusting. And so now I feel like I've learned a balance. And yes, there's certain things that like I have to see in order to feel like you're trustworthy. But even with that, people put on facades. It's still a gamble with that, with all of my whatever I need to feel comfortable and feel like you're a trustworthy person. You could still be gaslighting me. And that's just the gamble of it all. And that's with any relationship. That could be the relationship with your friends, and that could be the relationship that you have with your significant other, So I feel like I have a healthy balance of trust. I will say, like, I don't deal with no bullshit. Like,
Are you quick to...
Absolutely.
Okay. She like the judge. Like, take him away, baby.
Goodbye.
Like, damn, he was
Goodbye.
just 7 minutes late.
And like I said, like, I'm not gonna front. Like, I experienced my ex coming back into my life even after that, selling me a fucking dream, and still getting caught up with another woman. Like, why did you even have to do that? When I didn't want nothing from you.
Yeah, no,
I didn't ask to be your girl. I was impressed. Trust me. I really wasn't. And here you are trying to sell me a dream just to do the same thing all over again. But that's the gamble that I took with opening up that space for him to do that.
And I think that's for women. I think and even for men too, because I've over the course of my life, I've met men who have been cheated on by their significant others, and they usually they clam up.
Men cannot take infidelity.
But I get it.
So no, fuck that.
Well, they don't deal with emotion. They don't deal with emotions the way we do. Like they don't get them as they don't. Well, we are a little bit more balanced with it, meaning because we're more comfortable.
No,
with
we're not
them.
a little bit more balanced. We are a little bit more programmed to think that we are supposed to. Like literally, we are literally supposed. Like anytime that I've ever been in a relationship where a man cheated and I said this to someone or expressed like what happened, they're like, "Oh well, this was only one time," or like, is this his first time?
Well, okay, because I know
it drives me absolutely crazy, because if it was the other way around, I would be all kind of bitches, hoes, sluts. I can't believe that bitch did that. Don't ever talk to her again. She for the streets. She trash.
She for the streets. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, infidelity.
Come on now.
Cheating.
Men cannot take it whatsoever.
No.
I mean, what?
It's a slippery slope. I think
it is.
It's a slippery slope.
It does always boil down to situational. But I'm generalizing it.
Yes, because like I said,
when you generalize it,
I do feel some cheating is forgivable. Certain acts,
things.
Certain acts of cheating is forgivable but this is only if you see a change or correction in behavior. I'm not saying acts are forgivable. You go back in and it's the same routine. It's the same t-shirt. It's the same drawers. It's the same shoe. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's forgivable in the space of I love this man or this woman. I want to see where it goes.
Right. And I'm willing to work at it.
I'm willing to, because a lot of times, sometimes people cheat because there's a
deficiency.
They're maybe they're emotionally unavailable, or you're not loving them. And I even had to learn this, like you're not loving the person on their love language. You want them to love you on yours. And sometimes some people, they're not able to love you the way you are demanding. Allow them, give them feedback, and allow them to listen to the feedback and then apply it, so
and there it is. Their communication is key.
Absolutely.
And you have to be able to listen as well. Like you can't just always be telling me what you need from me. I need this from you. I need you to cook. I need you to clean. I need you to rub my balls. And then when I be like, baby, can you take the trash out? It's like, oh, well, why you can't? And I'm just like, I'm listening to you and I'm trying to, give you what you need. But when I tell you this is what I need, I can't do that, or like that's too much.
Yeah. And I don't feel like you have to dim your light to let others shine.
Exactly.
You don't have to.
I feel like when you're with your partner, with the right partner, you will literally build together. You will learn from each other. You will hold each other accountable. I'm not really into like the society standard roles when it comes to relationship. I feel like you fall into whatever works for you and that person.
My sister, one of my sister-in-law, she told me, she said every relationship has its own dysfunction. And she said, but the dysfunction is your healthy norm. It may be dysfunctional to somebody else, but it's your healthy norm. And I pondered on that.
That is big fact.
And then you know what? It speeds me up. And this is in the same space. One of my sisters, she didn't work. She was a stay-at-home mom for a little bit. She just recently started back working and everything. She was just going to school. And she was fiercely independent, got married, and her husband wanted her to do it. And I said, what? I asked just genuinely, like, what made you submit? Like what made you allow him to lead and you to fall back? She said, I trust him with my life. And when you submit, you trust somebody with your life.
Absolutely.
And that to me, I don't know why, that just like, I was
resonated.
Like, it was so powerful.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm not into that space, because that is not common these days.
But that hasn't been a space that's been created for you, which is why you're not into it. So that's why I'm like, goes back to trust, though. It goes right back to trust,
and it goes right back to communication. Because
Absolutely.
I will allow my man to lead if I truly wholeheartedly feel like he can.
And I see, you know what's so funny nowadays? You see that you see this argument so much on social media. You know, women not letting men lead. And I think there was Cam Newton. He was dressed like the Crocodile Dundee, and he was talking about the bad bitches and how, you know, we can't cook and we can't do this. And I wanted to say so bad, like, even though like I was in the room, he did like Crocodile Dundee. He had this hat, like I was like, all right, teammate. That's what I wanted to say. But moving on. I just thought to myself, I was just like, you know, women aren't adhering because you guys are disenfranchising us. You want us immediately to stop everything, and you haven't even created a space to do so. Your woman is your first employee, and you want to tell her stop everything and just focus on me. You're disenfranchising yourself right then and
there. But are you creating a space that's making me comfortable enough to do
that? No, we live in a society where anything can happen.
Right.
We live in a society to where, if you haven't noticed, if you haven't been picking up any type of financial journal or any newspaper or any type of relevant media, you'll know that shit, behind the back door, we got a president trying to go to war. Like, anything could happen. Anything could happen. So with such uncertainty surrounded us, you got to create a heaven. Because women, I'm sorry, women are a better investment than Twitter, Instagram, any high stock that is skyrocketed in the SP 500. Okay? A woman, invest in a woman, you'll get that quadruple fold.
But here's the thing that like really bothers me about the whole bad bitch stigma. The men created the bad bitch stigma. This is the woman that you go for. This is typically the woman that you cheat on your regular smegular girlfriend or
your
boyfriend
plain
with.
Jane at home.
You want to go to the bad bitch that got the BBL and the fat ass.
And that's what kills me, though. They will
and then be like, but I don't want a bad bitch. Your algorithm says differently.
You following every OnlyFans bitch from here to Alaska.
What?
And you over here,
I literally had to explain this to an old friend of mine, God rest his soul. But he's like, every time I open up my Instagram, my Facebook, it's all these ratchet bitches and their titties out and their ass. I said, you know that has to do with what you like.
Yeah.
That's your algorithm, sir. That's what you like. That's what you search. So that's what the machine is going to feed you.
You want to hear something funny? Sidebar real quick. Anytime I see girls on social media and they got their ass out and they shaking it and they only got like 6 likes, I always like it. Because I feel bad.
Here, baby.
Yeah, I got to give a like because I feel like that 7 matter.
You need that like.
You need that like. If you go at least have your breasts out and your titties out, and you going to be shaking it like a salt shaker.
Shaking.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Yin Yang Twins. You feel me?
Nah, I got my share.
Girl, I always go ahead and give a like. But child, thank you so much for being honest about trust.
Well,
I hope she answered your question, viewer.
Right.
I appreciate your question because that was something that I felt was a good question.
That was a great question.
Okay. So we're getting the call.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, guys.
So let's go over this quick review.
Hold on. Not only was a quick review, but I wanna tell them that I want to watch a new show too. Go ahead,
yes,
girl.
guys. So what we've been talking about lately is that we are going to be reviewing the show that's on Zeus, hot show on Zeus right now, and it's going to be the Bad Boys of LA, y'all.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I gotta watch. I love Milan. I love him.
Baby. And where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
That's my baby. He's my favorite character. Let me tell you something, because I already started watching it, y'all, because I'm ratchet like that. But anyways.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay. Well, my friend was like, oh, I want to start reviewing this show. I'm like, oh, absolutely.
She was like, I'm already seeing the first 3 episodes.
Right,
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Like, let's go, because I really feel like this show is breaking barriers and it's talking about some things that are uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? With blending the super masculine men with the, you know, our gay men, our, you know, trans or whatever the case may be. You know? And it gets tricky sometimes.
I can't wait to watch. That's all we're gonna say. I can't wait to watch. Catch them up on Playboy.
Okay, so we were watching episode 4 of Secrets of Playboy, and this one had a lot to do with like loyalty. Okay, so I cannot remember the young playmate's name, but she overdosed, right? I believe like
Ooh.
on like the property, right? So then it sent the FBI into this spiral because now they want to figure out like what's going on with drugs in the mansion, right? So what's her name? Bobby Arlenstein was like one of the main people that they talked about on this episode, and she was a secretary, personal secretary of Hugh Hefner. Now, she was famously arrested right outside of the mansion, and she had cocaine on her. So she went to jail for that, and they charged her with like how do you call it, possession of sales, like the intent to
Distribution.
sell.
Okay.
Yeah, the intent to sell or whatever. Now, I don't exactly know how much cocaine this woman had on her, but I'm guessing it was enough for them to be like, you got enough to distribute, right? Because, like, if you got you a little cute little Grammyana,
She gonna call it a Grammyana. I hate her.
if you got a cute little Grammyana, that's not enough to distribute.
She must have had it
So
bagged
how
up.
much cocaine did you have?
She might have had it bagged up.
How much cocaine did you have?
Ooh, it's good this.
Girl, okay, so she ended up they ended up having like wiretaps on her and things like that. Like the feds were really trying to take her down because like back then, like I believe this was like the late 60s, early 70s, you know, like Playboy and everything that it stood for was still very like clutch pearls, like they can't believe that they're, you know, this is pornography.
They naked.
They naked.
They naked.
They
How are
naked.
y'all clutching pearls and
Yeah.
they naked? Oh, I forgot. Because
Nudie.
they're literary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Because they gave you titties
Yeah.
with the article.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's literary.
Yeah. Yeah. So so they were going over that whole thing. So they're trying to find any excuse to like bring this man down, right? So unfortunately the young lady ends up getting indicted, and they slamming her with 15 years in federal prison, y'all. 15 years in federal prison. So here's where it gets tricky. Once she got charged with these charges, baby girl went to the hotel and popped a bunch of pills and wrote a suicide note and went to sleep in that hotel room, never woke up. Killed herself.
For the 15, she probably wouldn't even
For the
exist.
15? That's what I was like, 15 years? You better take that. I don't know. Maybe.
But you know, yeah, we cut from a different cloth. We cut from a different.
We live in the hood, in the ghetto.
Ghetto. That's
we
why.
our whole lives, like
Yeah.
we've had to survive
Yeah,
some things.
yeah,
I ain't
15
even gonna
years.
front.
And
We
you,
done had to survive some
and
things,
you
so I would have
Caucasian?
ate that.
They wouldn't have gave
I
her
would've
15. Did she get sentenced
Well,
for
I
15?
think it was feds. I think it was federal. She probably would have, but I mean, 15. She was only 32.
She was like, I ain't know, I
I
can't be
would
nobody,
have
bitch.
came out
I
like
can't be
Martha
nobody.
Stewart.
She said,
on
I'll eat
that
anything,
motherfucker,
but
like,
not pussy.
Girl.
I'll eat
So
shark,
yeah, they ended up
pussy.
they ended up indicting her. She ended up killing herself. But what they were saying was I can't remember who the other person was, but that the feds had called her in and another person in and said, listen, we know that there's a hit out on you. Like, so you need to be cautious of friend or foe, because we got information that they coming to get you, mommy. Because at the end of the day, it was going to come to a point to where she was going to have to testify against Hugh. So what Hugh's people are saying is that this was his friend. He was distraught. He was so sad that she killed herself, and
he was like, get
that
this bitch off the planet.
He would never make her, you know, do anything like that, and that he would never put a hit out on her. But other people were saying like she went to this federal office and the feds told her that there was a hit out on her, and she killed herself after that. So either she killed herself so she wouldn't get killed, or she killed herself because she's trying to be loyal to Hugh Hefner, which that's the whole taboo thing, because at this point Hugh Hefner is literally untouchable. Like,
him and the bang. No.
The baby.
You know what?
Baby. Okay. Untouchable.
We gotta go.
We gotta go, y'all. But catch up on the episode. I did go over into episode 5. It's disgusting.
Okay, so we're gonna watch 5, 6, and 7.
Yes, and we're gonna do a whole.
We're gonna do a whole thing.
So we can end this series and go on to Bad Boys.
Damn.
Whatever my name is.
Once again, as always, Mari, tell them folks what to do.
You guys, we need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, turn those notification bells on so you guys know when we post a new Milk and Cookies episode. And like we always do in every episode, we want to hear from you. We want to know what you think. So make sure to leave those comments, y'all. Hit us up, give us some questions.
Absolutely.
We would love to answer your questions. We would love for you guys to submit yourself for Look of the Week. We are still looking out for that.
Always.
It is not only going to go to celebrities. If you slant out here, let us see. We want to see.
And we want to talk about you, baby. So don't forget, Zach, drop that email up in that thing.
Yes,
milkandcookies0206@gmail.com. Have a wonderful Easter Sunday with your families and your children.
Yes, we hope you guys enjoy your Easter.
And
Milk and Cookies is out.
Cheers,
Cheers, friend.
Absolutely.